Hi, welcome to VYAPT Growth Series, Season-2, Episode 57. In our growth series today, we have with us Mr. Syed Alamgir, the CEO of Meghna Group of Industries, Bangladesh. Mr. Alamgir is a well-known figure in business community, known for his growth mindset. He has scaled various businesses and transformed them for modern growth opportunities. Let's listen more from him.
Thank you.
Namaskar, Mr. Alamgir. Good to have you in our
Namaskar.
series.
Thank you.
Mr. Alamgir, we have four curiosities for you today, and you have been a name in the industry, transformed so many industries. Our question will be primarily related to the FMCG industry. I'm sure there are various other industries you have catered to and the needs in Bangladesh. So I'll start with the first curiosity today. What is the growth prospect of Meghna Group FMCG business, and how is it creating value for its customers?
Yeah, this is as you know that Magna Group is already a billion-dollar clubs number one in a billion-dollar club member of Bangladesh industry. This billion-dollar they have done it by adding sales and import, sales plus import. Then whatever the figure comes in, and the highest figure was for Magna Group of industry. It's very large in FMCG business. Now let us talk about FMCG. We have got many interest in many businesses like pulp, paper, stationeries, building material, chemical, economic zone. We have got many. But let me concentrate on my area, which is FMCG, in which we have got products of three types. One is a mass product,
Mhm.
actually, which is mass for the kitchen, actually. We have observed that there are eight to 10 items which are very much necessary for the kitchen every day. And we are present in each of them. Like if you say about edible oil, we are number one in Bangladesh. We are number one in rice processing. I mean the paddy processing to rice. We are number one drinking water. Fresh drinking water is number one now at the moment. We have a large flour mill, two large flour mills for making atta, maida, and stuji. And we have got condensed milk, which is the largest. We are the largest seller of condensed milk. There is another one, and we are also doing number one as a salt refinery. At the moment we are number one. We have got beverage, tea, spices, noodles, bread and buns. We have got cakes. We've got chocolate and water, chocolate and wafer. So all these things makes the FMCG business of Magna Group a very wholesome group. And very interesting that we are already doing very good in almost every places. In almost every places we are number one or number two, good number two. So the prospect is very good. As you know that when I'm saying that we are number one, we're number one only in the industry, but industry itself has got a lot of scope to grow. If you see all these products were earlier selling at loose, then it was packaged with it unnamed. Then it has come down with namings and the with the name and the brands. Therefore, there are still, if you take any, like edible oil, if you take, I'll say still about 60 to 70, 60 to 65% are loose oil. These are coming in drums, and people are taking it to 50 ml, 500 ml. Maybe someone is 125 ml, small glass bottle they're taking and carrying it home. These numbers are not less. I said it is 60 to 65%. Our
Mhm.
job is to convert them into bottles. Now, recently, government we influenced government to do something on this loose special, because when you take loose, there are adulteration process is very much active. So you are taking soybean oil, they will add something else. They will add palm oil or something else. Therefore, we say to the government that why don't you make it a mandatory to make it a packet, make it in bottles. Government two times they have attempted. One time they attempted and gave date that up to this date loose will continue, otherwise it will not.
Mm.
And that failed naturally because the numbers are very. And then came to again we are doing it. This is I'm to give an example. This is actually true for any products. So as
Mhm.
you said, what is the growth prospect? I'll say huge, because we are already at a transitional time in Bangladesh. That's what I.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so just to tell our viewers that Mr. Alamgir has also been quoted in book Principles of Marketing, authored by Dr. Philip Cooter, for as a case study for his phenomenal work into marketing, primarily in the Bangladesh area and even beyond in various other territories. I'll quickly come to my second curiosity now, Mr. Alamgir. Uh, what are the innovations the FMCG industry is currently experiencing in Bangladesh? Now, Meghna Group being one of the biggest player in Bangladesh for FMCG industry, you are catering to the needs of more than 17 crore people in Bangladesh. So, can you talk around the innovations in this particular
Yes.
segment?
Okay. There are a lot of innovations going on continuously, because this very primitive stage actually. Uh, Packaging is one of the serious innovation. The people are now having beautiful packaging. And one thing I must inform you, that while I was working in ACI earlier company, I introduced this salt, and my packaging was so good that it was just to be one of the best 7,000 packages of the world by an
Oh,
American agency. So by one of the 7,000. And the others are all, that what are the packaging better is the bottle, wine bottles, your beverage, your whiskey, your cigarettes, many things. But on a common and commodity product like this, it was better. So this is actually, Bangladesh is having now a transition in packaging, getting better packages. Now coming another thing is that earlier, as I was talking about edible oil, it was used to be in 5 liter, 10 liter like this. Now it has come to 1 liter, 2 liter because of the very high prices, and it is continuing for almost all the high value items, because as you know that because of dollar price increasing and worldwide this war going on, people has got a very tight situation in their economic condition. Therefore, this is another a place where this more innovations are being happening, so that it can cater the people, general people, who has got less incomes. So, and also in Bangladesh, you will see a lot of new products are coming in, which people did not see earlier. This is a very serious development. You ask for anything except Starbucks and McDonald. All others have come, and I'm sure that those will come very soon. So in fast food item, there are many local companies which are doing this. So in FMCG also, there are many new products. If you ask, these are coming. This is a new phenomenon.
it's so wonderful knowing about the innovations in the FMCG segment in Bangladesh. We'll come to our third curiosity, which is around sustainability. So, can you talk around how is Meghna Group working towards a sustainable future, and what are the employment opportunities this particular industry sector is creating for the masses?
Actually, sustainability, some of the way people will make this sustainable growth and sustainable presence in the marketplace. One such is your own investment. If you're a flying person, if you are just bringing stocks and selling it, it means that you are not actually interested to remain sustainable in the marketplace. Magna Group has, as I have sent you in one statement, that we are actually uh, we are engaging our investment seriously.
Mhm.
We have the all the product that I have cited now. We have been given a big investment, and the machineries all are coming from mostly from Europe, America, very few from China and India. But if you look at the investment will speak that we are very much interested for a sustainable growth, and we actually will invest at least 10 to 20% more in capacity, so that the sustainability can be uh, ensured. And in FMCG, the market is, I think, very good, very optimistic. So we are very much interested about it. And you talked about the workforce. As you know, that we have got already 50,000 employees working for our group. Of course, it is not only
Mhm.
for FMCG, but talking about FMCG, I have got more than 8,000 people working in the field, 8,600, I think, working in the field. They have been defined into group, product line A, product line B, C, D, like this. There would be 10 product lines under my control, and each of them are headed by a minimum a general manager, and then he has got his own team. So this is actually the employment situation. And coming to the factory level, many times we look at our factory process when we actually plan. I can tell you, I have done many in my life. Many factories were established in my. As you know, that I am working as a managing director and CEO in. This is my third company. It is my 24, 25 years of my managing director and CEO. Although my work time will be about more than about to be 5 decades, soon. So out of it, about half of it, I was the MD and CEO. So I had the opportunity of investment. And again, I can give you example. Many time I did not take full automation. I could take any automation. Like if when I was taking in ACI salt, last part I keep it manual, which is last part is collecting the stocks and putting into the. I said, we have got many people in the country. Why don't you keep some? Those are actually last part was very easy to picking. Actually, when the final pack comes in, then put into a sack of 25 kilogram bag is not a tough job. Same with flour, the everything is automatic. Putting the wheat into it, and then it is coming out. The flowers are coming out, and then only the putting into the sacks. I kept the provision, and also loading into the trucks. But nowadays, because of high volume, we are making it crane driven and putting into the trucks. So we keep in mind that we have got people. But one thing, Pankaj, I want to say, Bangladesh has not become that easy nowadays to get terminal people. Terminal people are, I told you the other day, they are all flying to Gulf countries, to Saudi Arabia, to Emirates, to earn more money. They say that, okay, if we are doing some labor type of job, we can do it in other country to get more money. Then one day we'll become the like Indian workers. They have now stage to next stages like supervisors, managers. So this is actually now that you get very easily people for sales representative or people for terminal job in the factory are not easy. And moreover, uh, people have gone now understood they can earn good money from agricultural work. And they earlier heard that American president after retirement gone for agriculture. So why not they try? And earlier time you'd found a lot of cows, bullocks, and for agriculture reasons, but now it is all mechanized. Don't get a single cow in the market in the field to do that kind of job.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Alamgir, you talked about the kind of opportunity the people have, and you talked about that there are opportunities because of the growth of the business in Bangladesh.
Right.
But at the same time, you said that there are people who are flocking outside Bangladesh for the search of better better jobs or job high paying jobs for themselves. Keeping this in mind, we move on to our next round, which is a rapid fire round.
Okay.
10 questions,
Okay.
10 questions coming to you, has to be answered in one word maximum a statement. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So here we go. So the first one coming to you, what scares you?
This war is actually scares me very much because we are going fine, but now the world is detranquilized.
Your favorite dessert?
It's a, I should say, milk pudding, caramel pudding. I like most.
Okay. Your favorite childhood memory?
There are many childhood memories because we have a number of brothers and sisters. But I remember that I used to do a good performance in the class from class 1 to 10. I used to be the first. I used to be first, and my brother, elder brother, used to carry me on his shoulder to home. Who never got first place, but I got first place, and he used to always carry me and put into in front of my mother. That's a very very sweet memory. I
Your dream destination?
well, if you're talking about a place where I have to go, really, it's
Yeah.
Australia, actually. Especially,
Favorite?
especially the
Yeah.
city of I want to mention the some of the coast city, Gold Coast type of places. Yes,
Okay. Okay. So coastal areas in Australia is your dream destination. What's your favorite sports?
I like cricket.
Okay. If you had to play a historic character, which would you choose?
I'd like to historical character like simple living. Like I know many. I like many people of our subcontinent uh,
Okay.
like Gandhiji, like Lal Bahadur Shastri, were very, very simple, but they are big people. They were
Okay.
like that
Okay.
character, yes.
Historic character. Now, if you could learn any language in a week,
Very tough.
which would that language be?
Very tough to learn a language. I can only say one name because I had some understanding of it, but which I don't know is Arabic because as a part of our life we had to learn it, but I did not learn it much. I cannot read,
Okay.
but I can
Name a
read.
song which makes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're saying something. Please complete your statement.
No, no. I wanted to say
And it,
that this is actually every boys and girls will learn in the beginning, but many one leave it. I also had to leave it because I had to go for English and Bengali from day one of our school. Day one, English was mandatory.
okay. English and Bengali, you said.
Yeah, Bengali was my mother language, but English was a
Okay.
mandatory, still mandatory for any Bangladeshi to study.
Okay. Okay. Name a song which makes you happy.
Make it, sorry.
Name a song which makes you
Oh,
happy.
okay. I've got many songs, particularly the Rabindra songs, Rabindra Thakur's song, Tumi Robe Nirobe. This is a very beautiful song. I hear it, Momo Chitte, Tumi Robe Nirobe. It's a very nice song. I like it.
Okay. What would you prefer? Reading a book or watching a movie?
Both I would like, but definitely more on movies. I am every day I see some of the movie and also read books whenever I get time, but every day not. Because I'm very busy schedule. Going home, I don't quarrel with my wife, and we agree to a channel that she likes, and mostly it is Indian channels, either G Bangla or Star Plus.
Okay, so the last one. Till now, it's 9 on 9. The last question to you.
Okay.
What's your motto in life?
Well, that is a very interesting motto. I want to go to politics. I want to be a national leader. Already, people know me in many ways, but I want to finally contribute to my nation, who actually made us so big, made me so big. Maybe that one day when I retire, I would like to contest for a parliament seat and then become a minister.
That's 10 on 10 to you, Mr. Alamgir, and that's very true that a lot of things can be contributed by you to the nation in Bangladesh.
Right.
Uh, I'll move on from here to my fourth curiosity
Mm.
about you as a leader. So, can you talk around some of the exciting journey which you have done so far? You talked around almost 5 decades of work, uh, and 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 also talk around some of the lessons you might have learned, which you want to share with the people or with the masses in your entire career so far.
Pankaj, I was born in a family where my father was a government officer, and we have a lot of brothers and sisters. Of course, we are very delighted that each of us has become very highly educated and highly placed. Each of us, all 13. But from the childhood, I thought that I'll have to be, I'll have to do something of my own, and I'll do this in my own way. So my father was a government officer, not a businessman, so not industrialist. I thought that education is the best thing that we have to do. Which my father also used to say that he does not have enough money, but he says that money are all available in the books. You read it and you will be able to do. So I started studying very well, and I had to a good results because my elder brothers are doing excellent results. So I did it, and then I started my journey. After having an MBA, as you know that earlier I wanted to be a civil
Mhm.
servant of Pakistan CSP, which is ICS, but the country liberated before I could get a graduations. So I left that and I joined. I was studying science, and I left that and joined Institute of Business Administration, University of Dhaka to study MBA. I was lucky to get an opportunity, passed out and joined a pharmaceutical company. And what I want to say during the journey, I could understand from that small age. I really thank myself and my creator that I could understand that, and I worked very hard. If I tell you the stories the how I have worked, many people will say, what was the need? You are coming from a good family, you had a good job with Ron Polank, now son of Aventis. I was a regional chief. And just give a small example. One day, one gentleman from UK came and was taking my annual performance report. And he said,
Mhm.
tell me one thing, what you have done over and above your normal job requirement during the year under review. I said, I am not a touring officer, Mr. Gate. And if I can do my job, sitting down my office and sleeping at home, all my targets and budgets are achieved, is fine. But during the year under review, 105 nights I spent out of my family with when I was leaving my sweet wife. And believe it me, my wife is very pretty. And believe it me, I have an excellent relationship. It's not that I've started to avoid her. I would love to be sleeping with her, but leaving her 105 nights I spent outside. And I gave him a list of the places where I spent. And every time I gave a report to my managing director, and managing director settled my T claim, tabling expenses claim. And you will say that what is the result of this? Result is this: all the doctors of my territory has minimum seen me one time, and all the consultants have seen me minimum three times, and all the people working under me has worked at least one time with me, or within the whole region or the zone. Result is, I have done 109% of my budget, and the company has done only 100%. Meaning that that extra 9%, if I did not do, today you would have come with a very bleak future face. And today the companies making an enjoyment and celebration that they have done the budget of the year last year would not have happened. He stood up and said, really, it is true that 105? I mean, yes. And here is the list. And beside managing director sitting, you ask him, he must have my file of two reports. And he said, if that is be true, Mr. Alamgir, this year your increment will be equivalent to your managing director. I said, my God, don't do that. MD was there. I am telling you, your increment will be equivalent to your managing director. And I got it. So this is one example I gave, and there are thousands. I made my life really, really tough going to achieve, to come to the level. And I had a destination that I have to be a managing director within the age of 40. Somebody told me that I'm in my business class that if you are not becoming something within the age of 40, very little chance to do. So I wanted that I will become at least a director at the age of 40. I became a director at the age of 38. So I achieved my, and then I had a time slot to become an MD. I became an MD. And one of my bosses said, my MD said earlier, first company, that if you are a director and staying 20 years, you are a successful person. Instead of you are becoming an MD and and retiring within 3 years. But God has given me everything. I became a director within 38 years, and I am enjoying the managing directorship position and CEO for last 24 years, I think. 24 years.
So, Mr. Alamgir, you talked about that hard work is very, very
Very
important
important.
as you want to taste success and as you want to contribute to the society and to the businesses. You also talked about that enjoying the work is
Very
also the second thing which is important. You enjoy your personal life as well as your professional life, which is very, very
very,
important
very.
as you uh, reach the upper levels. Uh, I, in this particular curiosity, can you share one success mantra which you think that this particular one thing was there in you which has made you so successful?
Pankaj, it is, I would say, it is seriousness. The seriousness in each aspect. And you have not asked me about my family also. I'm telling you, I have not only done in my own profession, my children have been, I have reared up them very nicely, and they are very well placed. I've got three daughters. One of them are is a consultant physician in a London hospital, and second is a married law. Third is an economist who is staying in Australia, as mentioned, because of her only. And also the mantra is another mantra is that seriousness and cooperativeness. You must get cooperation from your juniors. If you ask me, the two reasons for getting so much successful. One reason is, of course, my own seriousness. Three, second one is the full cooperation from all the people who have worked under me. I could make them working, and I used still I am like a musician of Himalayan, like that. People will move out after me. And one time I tell you, Pankaj, just last time, no, I know the timing. Uh, I was holding a conference 3 4 years before, 3 years before, and I have association with many international companies like Colgate, like your Godrej, your Dabur, your Tata, and this is called Coro. We have got links with a company called SC Johnson. All of the people I invited to join that function, the annual conference of us. 4,300 or something, 4,500 people are there. Some people came, and all of them came. Actually, at 10, 15 organizations came. One of my friend from India, he is a managing director of SC Johnson. He's a very nice person. He said that we came to see how you control 4,500 people as such a big gathering. And why? We cannot control even 500 in India. They start talking, gossiping, this and that. I mean, no, 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 they will not talk a single thing. They will only listen to me very seriously. And on the go, he said that really wonderful. The people obeys you like anything. They're hearing you without pinpoint, pin drop silent. I had 4,300 people. Is not joke, not a single people. And I was rather doing this. I was sometimes acting, sometimes throwing my jacket to them, sometimes throwing my other clothes to them. Okay, you are my friends, you are my children. I love you like this. So it is actually engaging people also very important.
Yeah, true, true, true. So you talked about being seriousness and being cooperative. These are the two mantras for your success, Mr. Alamgir.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being part of this VYAPT Growth Series and sharing your heart and mind with us. I wish you all the best for your continuous journey and for your also an ambition to become a politician as in the later stage of your life. Thank you for being a part of VYAPT
Yes,
Growth
thank you,
Series.
Pankaj, for including me in your sessions, and I feel very proud you choose me, and it was always very nice to talk to you, and I look forward meeting you even in person whenever in India, where I go very, I mean, very frequently I go, and I like India, particularly Kolkata is really very like my wife, by my wife even. uh, like so one day we'll meet, and but of course we can always meet in this kind of sessions, and thanks for the audience also who actually was kind enough to listen to all these words from me. Thank you, Pankaj, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.